Is it Is it possible that a spiritual being may make itself known in order to communicate a divine idea at precisely the time that it's needed? Would that be inconsistent with Charles Fillmore's definition? I don't think so, which is only my opinion, says Reverend Ed. Others may and do think otherwise. I don't think there's any inconsistency at the dimension of truth between a disembodied divine idea direct from source and a divine idea expressed by an angelic presence. James Dillett Freeman, author of the Unity Prayer of Protection, which we recite here regularly at Unity service, wrote, "Angels sing in me. I rush to write down what I hear. I carry a pad and pencil everywhere. For this singing may come at any hour, any place. I must get it down quickly and turn it into words and phrases before it passes away, leaving no trace." Then there's the poet Maya Angelou, who equated angels to love in her poem Touched by an Angel. We, unaccustomed to courage, exiles from delight, live coiled in shells of loneliness until love leaves its high holy temple and comes into our sight to liberate us into life. Let's hear what Clark Ford, award-winning songwriter and musician, once said in his message at a Sunday Unity service like this one. "When I wrote the song, 'We Must Have Angels Up Above,' about gratitude for the life we have, I thought I knew what angels were. But it turns out I didn't know the half of it. We know about angels from the Bible and other religious resources, but we also know about angels, or at least about what we may call angels, from personal experiences. So we may ask," says Clark, like Reverend Townley did, "are angels just divine spiritual ideas, or are they actual spiritual beings? Or maybe both?" Let's start with the Bible and then I move to other ideas of angels. Now, the Bible tells us that God created angels as free-willed spiritual beings who live in the heavenly realms and act as guides, messengers, and, how shall I say this, enforcers in the earthly plane. There's different categories of angels, says Clark, but wings are only mentioned in the Bible for cherubs and seraphim who surround God in everlasting praise. Cherubs are not baby angels, as some may think or portray, but are described in Ezekiel as having 4 faces: man, ox, lion, and eagle. Seraphim, on the other hand, are apparently fiery and have 6 sets of wings. Now, in the old stories of the Bible, angels appear often, but are usually unnamed, such as the angel that expelled Adam and Eve from the Garden of Eden, or the angel God sent to stay the hand of Abraham at the last minute as he was about to sacrifice his son, Isaac. God sent the angel of death to kill the firstborn male child of Egypt at the first Passover. What do you think of that? Now, in the New Testament, an angel appeared to the Virgin Mary to announce her upcoming pregnancy. An angel came to Joseph, the carpenter, in dreams on 4 occasions to tell him about the baby Jesus and to offer guidance about how to avoid the wrath of Herod. An angel appeared in the Garden of Gethsemane to comfort Jesus. Then there was the angel who was present at the tomb when the 3 Marys came to care for Jesus' body. In popular culture, many like to think of angels as guardians, helpers, a manifest aspect of God acting in the world in positive, loving ways, or to claim people's souls at the time of their death. Sometimes angels sit on your shoulder and whisper in your ear what you know is the right thing to counteract the temptations of the devil whispering in the other ear. Angels are embedded in our consciousness, in our culture. They are part of Jewish, Christian, Islamic traditions. Many people report profound personal encounters with angels, or at least angelic energy. It may come in the form of a voice, a smell, an inner sense, a feeling, or in a dream, like with Joseph. My wife, Bonnie, claims that she has encountered angels a number of times. She's seen one standing on a stairwell and also frequently encountered one on the street as she walked to work in the mornings. My own personal first memory of angels is related not so much to a vision, but more to a hard wax figurine of an angel with wings next to my crib when I was still a toddler. I would lean over, pick it up, and chew on the wings. I think because I was teething, it's one of my first memories, and I painfully recall my mother scolding me and taking away my angel. My other angelic encounters? Well, I recall driving along a country road in my baby blue 1964 Ford Falcon, my second car. I'd turned my head to look at something on my back seat and thought I heard someone say, "Look where you're going, Tony." As I started to turn around, I felt the car tilt to the left. I'd not only crossed into the oncoming lane, but I'd actually started to go down a sandy slope on the far side. I jerked the steering wheel to my right and somehow managed to get back up onto the road and moved into my lane. Close call, and much thanks to my guardian angel for saving my bacon. Another time I was riding my motorcycle, my first motorcycle, a 125cc single piston two-stroke Yamaha. I was 16 and heading out after work, having spent the day at my uncle's tobacco farm, to surprise Janet, my then girlfriend, who was having a softball game in a little town called Drumbo. I had a rather vague idea where I was going, so I was whipping along this narrow back road, and it started to pour. Oh, just coming down. I had no windshield, no glasses. I had no helmet with a visor, so I lowered my head so the raindrops wouldn't be hitting my eyes. I sensed a voice telling me to look up. As I did, I noticed a stop sign right in front of me. My road was ending at a large highway. Slammed on the brakes, skidded through the stop sign, across the lanes of traffic, over the shoulder, down the embankment, ending up against a wooden fence post. Cars screeched to a halt and people came running, asking me if I was okay. I was fine. And the only damage to my motorcycle were two dents at the back of the gas tank where my ischium bone had slammed into the tank as the motorcycle came to an abrupt halt. Could have been much worse if not for my guardian angel. I'm sure many of you have had your own guardian angel stories to tell as well, don't you? If you spent much time in spiritual development circles or New Thought websites, you've certainly run across references to spirit guides, guardian angels, beings of light, archangels, the angelic realm. A lot of people use these terms interchangeably. But a spirit guide is not an angel, even though often they work together. And unlike spirit guides who were once human, angels have never existed, nor will they ever exist in any other form than angelic. Different spiritual traditions describe the angelic realms in various ways. There seems to be agreement that there's a hierarchy of angels, and these are organized by function, like guardian angels, for example. Angels are available for direction and protection. They embody unconditional love, compassion, wisdom. Angels can communicate with you in a number of different ways. I've mentioned a few. There's also numbers, songs, through animals. However, they cannot intervene in your life unless you ask them to. You must request their assistance. Get focused, talk to your guardian angel, then listen receptively. Approach your guardian angel with the innocence and expectancy of a child who can easily enter the place of magic where two worlds touch, the spiritual and the material. Now, according to Joan Borisenko in her neat book, A Pocket Full of Miracles, angelic beings are always around us, ready to help us without judgment or conditions. They repeatedly try to get our attention by focusing loving energy on us throughout the day. The angelic equivalent of grabbing someone's arm and saying, "Look at that. It's important. Pay attention." Now, in Hebrew, the energies of four directions of the compass are known as the four archangels: Uriel, Gabriel, Raphael, and Michael. Although these names are usually used for males, they are in fact genderless derivations, a blend of masculine and feminine. Angels are unisex. Now let's take a deeper look at those archangels I mentioned. Uriel, whose name in Hebrew means the light of God, assists when you need to help and make decisions. It's the archangel of the southeast, the energy of clarity, rebirth, and new beginnings. It's a seasonal gateway of spring, represents change. Gabriel, the archangel of the south, means strength of God. This is the energy that supports overcoming fear so that we can awaken to our creative purpose and our unique role in the cosmos. It's the seasonal gateway of summer and represents growth. Raphael, the archangel of the west, means healer of God. This is the energy of death and rebirth, of transcending the opposites and coming to wholeness. It's the seasonal gateway of fall. Raphael is also the guardian of science and knowledge. And finally, Michael, the great archangel, guardian of the northern gate, means how like unto God. This is the energy of wisdom, forgiveness, love. It's the seasonal gateway of winter, and Michael is sometimes represented wearing a robe of snow. He helps us sense the beauty of the world. Now, Joan tells us that by following our intuition, we learn to tune into the messages from the higher self and from the angelic realm that help us to find our way with joy, delight, and levity that really make life worthwhile, right? When you feel like a message from the external world or hunches from within coming through, call upon your guardian angel and ask a simple yes or no question. Am I supposed to pay attention to this message? Then go within, turn into your body and your energy field around you for the answer. Before sleep, Joan advises, call upon the angel of the night to help you retrospect your day, offering thanks for the wisdom gained in the things you learned, including those from your mistakes. Upon arising, you can call upon the angel of the day to help you remember that everything you do, every thought you think, every single act is a service to others and the reflection and extension of God's love. So as we come to the end of our message today, let us do a quick review. Angels are an expression of the source of God. Whether you choose to believe in them or not really doesn't matter, does it? We are all divine beings and everything is in divine order. The universe supports us and we are never alone. We have nothing to fear. Through angels, absolute good is always working for us. The upcoming fresh, beautiful days of spring are an excellent time to deepen your receptivity to the radiant angels who are ever present, ready to help you step into your co-creator partnership with the source. Now, when I arrived this morning, Pauline gave me a little booklet called Angels Among Us. And speaking of serendipity, looking at that slide there, may the angels of happiness flutter into your life each day like a butterfly that rises from its cocoon to spread its colorful wings for the first time. And with that, my friends, let us go into meditation. The guided portion is based on readings from Pocket Full of Miracles. So just sit back, relax and get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in, then exhale slowly. Take just a moment to turn off the noise in your head and the activity all around you. Relax and listen. Let my words be yours. Great Spirit, thank you for opening my senses, both physical and subtle, to a greater awareness of your existence in the presence of your angelic helpers. I am ready to open my heart and mind to the help of the beings of light. Please help me tuning in to their angelic messages throughout the day. I call upon the angels to help me remember the source, moment to moment, for that is the greatest motivation of loving service. Help from the unseen world is always available to me. Throughout the day, if I'm perplexed, worried, ill, or irritated, I ask the angelic beings of light for help. I call upon Archangel Uriel for clarity, Raphael for wisdom and love, Michael for healing, Gabriel for strength. With my guardian angel always by my side, I dedicate all my study, prayer, and practice to the awakening of all beings. In my commitment to service, I become an opening through which miracles of loving kindness and healing can manifest for the good of all creatures. I call upon the angels of clarity to help me understand that God's life force blesses me perfectly and that everything I need has already been given to me. I now spend a few moments quietly contemplating angelic presence and the fact that I am never alone. As I gradually come back to my world of earthly delights, I thank Uriel and the shining stars for the changes that have positively transformed me this year. I thank Gabriel and the peace of the quiet earth for my spiritual growth. I thank Raphael and the running waves for the feeling I have given and received this year. I thank Michael and Flowing Air for the wisdom and insight I have gained. I believe in angels, and so it is. Amen.
I've heard Tony speak often, and like you, I am always impressed by the depth of research, the wide expanse that he brings to his topic, his ability to insert little whimsical notes of humor. And I particularly love today's message about angels. Like you, Tony, I can think of many instances when my guardian angel has saved me. And on behalf of everybody here and those who may watch later, I want to sincerely thank you. Not just for today, but for every time you invest all of your creative energy. And all those slides, it's like watching a home movie that's special. Thank you so much.